Alright, welcome back. This is Lowlands. This is my Monster Hunter World playthrough. Last episode, we had just finished one of our hunts, and we're going to go ahead and get into our session here. It's going to be a private session, so we're not interrupted by a bunch of pings and people wanting to do stuff with us. Because we're not ready to start on that stuff yet. I really don't need the help, and I'm saving my multiplayer bits for friends that I have come in and join me on my hunts. So, last episode we went out, we killed a bunch of Kestodons, and found the Great Jagras. And we got asked to hunt that, and we hunted it, and then when we got back, we got asked to set up a camp on an expedition. So we're going to go ahead and grab our login bonus.
Let's get this expedition underway. Meet me at the gate.
Alright, so we're going to just jump right on into it, but first, before I take off, I'm going to item box, make sure my inventory is all set, which it's not, so we're going to go ahead and set for our loadout one. We're going to use that, and it'll put everything into our box for us, so we don't need to worry about it. So we're going to go ahead and head out with this current setup on an expedition, which you can go out any of the gates or open up your map
right now,
to go
we're in
to.
Astera. If you want to go on an expedition, open your world map and choose your destination. For this expedition, we need to head to the ancient forest. We can expand expeditions as we delve further into the new world. Pretty good incentive to explore, right?
Alright, so we just move over, and this will tell us kind of what monsters are there, and any information we need to know about field researchers being in the area, and local info. So we're just going to go there to the only camp we have available. Now, this particular expedition I'm going to go ahead and keep on screen. Most expeditions I do will probably be off screen in between episodes when I'm grinding for materials. Just so you guys don't have to sit there and watch me grind and grind and grind, because this can get a bit grindy. So I will only do it this time, just so you can kind of see what's going on with the expedition and how things work. Or if I come across something particularly interesting that I think you guys might enjoy. Get through this loading screen. Now we'll be looking for a campsite. And he generally takes us to the campsite. I kind of already know where I'm going to be heading. Yep, so expeditions. You can part on an expedition by selecting a destination from the world map without first accepting a quest. Unlike quests, expeditions are very open-ended, are great if you want to freely explore the world. Expeditions have the following special characteristics. There is no time limit. You will not fail no matter how many times you get killed. There are no completion conditions or rewards, but you keep any materials you gathered and points you earn. Monsters will depart the field after a set duration. You can decide when to return from an expedition once you're done exploring. Return by doing one of the following. Speak to the handler at camp. Select Return from Expedition from the menu. Select Astera from the world map. When you return to camp after completing a quest, you will automatically switch to an expedition. If you then accept a new quest from your handler, it will take less time to prepare for that quest, provided that the new quest takes place in the same locale. So that's pretty spiffy, and then we just talk to the handler when we want that, but we're just going to go on. I don't believe there's anything in the slot box.
Yep. Campsite
okay,
first,
so...
or if you're lost, open up your map or use your scout flies to track me.
Yep, so, the supply box won't have anything in it during expeditions.
For a quest, you'll go on an expedition. There's no time limit or cap on how many times you're allowed to faint, which means you can explore to your heart's content.
I see there's a Great Jagras coming into the area. Now, we're not going to deal with him, because I'm not out here for that. I just want to get this first tidbit of stuff done. So we're going to go ahead and, but because we didn't eat, we don't have the boost that we would normally have from eating. So I'm going to go ahead and just eat up some stuff there. We'll switch to our potions, and then we're just going to keep trucking to where I need to go. Wiggly Lichies are very good because they have your stamina use. So I tend to grab them a lot. So instead of going left up that bit, we're going to go right, which will take us into this area here. Which will have the endemic life researcher right there. And the camp we're looking for is actually up here. Now, like before, we can choose to hunt him now or hunt him later.
Destination for your scout flies on the map.
Well, if we don't take care of that pest, the camp won't last a night.
Oh yeah.
Yep, that monster is a Kula Ya. So we can select what monster we want to track on our map. And to do that, we open up our map, and we can go over here, and we want to track the Kula Ya. So that's what we're doing. And we just follow the scout flies.
To return to base from an expedition, open the wildlife map and switch to the world map. Then select Astera.
Now, of course, we want to gather these footprints as we go, because these are going to give us information on the Kula Ya as we progress. I thought I gathered those. Alright, so let's gather up some more. I kind of already know where he's at. I know the zone, so I know I can get there this way. I'm just gathering the feathers and the footprints for, of course, research purposes. Alright, we're filled up, so we don't really need to grab anything more, and he's right there. Oh, that's not good. He'll take drastically reduced damage. From attacks when he's got an item in his claws like that. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to stun him out by tackling him. If I can get him to stun, I can get a good combo off on him, which is what I'm aiming for. Doesn't appear that I got that, so he's actually running, we gotta follow. Which is fine. Fun fact, if you don't want to waste your potions or don't want to use your potions, you can use Vigor Wasp, which are the big green bloated bags that we've seen. So we're gonna go ahead and come up here and see if we can't fight him here. Oh, this is nice. This is a paralyzing toad. So what we can do is we can get him to come over here. We're going to kick this thing, move out of the way, and get him paralyzed in the gas. Oh, doesn't look like that happened. Oh, we managed to get on his back. So while we're on his back,
now's your chance to
we're just going to mash the Y button to attack. When he goes to move, and you'll notice certain things when you have to brace to keep from falling off of him. Once you dwindle the gauge enough, you'll knock him down, and
okay, it's down.
He'll be susceptible to a wide variety of attacks. got him to move. Oh, I missed with the wide. Oh, and he's running again. Grab these red pits as you
You
can.
can use that as slinger ammo. Great for getting a monster's attention or creating a distraction.
If he picks something up and we want him to drop it, we can directly target him, hit him with the slinger ammo, and he will occasionally drop. Alright, let's get him to come down here. Because what I need him to do is knock this tree down. His attention. See, I caused him to drop the rock, I believe.
This is interesting. Let's report our findings to everyone at the resource center when we get back.
Oh, he hit me. Alright, he's near dead. He's limping now, so we can try to get him to stop running for 5 seconds and maybe finish him off here. You don't want to be on the vine wall when a monster goes to jump up there. They will knock you down. And so now we just got to track him back to his lair, which is where it's taking us now. Oh, I tried to mount him. Oh, looks like we got him to... Oh. He has moved on me and I didn't notice. It's okay, we'll just keep tracking him. We got about 5 red pits left. Oh, and it looks like he's headed to an area that I like to fight monsters in. And we just dropped a bunch of boulders on his head.
Nice job holding the Kula Ya.
And he is
Select a stair from
slain.
the world map so we can go home.
As with always, make sure you get everything off of it. And with us being on expedition, it's not going to be an issue. Whoa! Whoa! Okay, so we made that angry. Let's go ahead and get out of here. I did get the harvest done. This might be one of the few times you'll see me hide in a bush. No, it looks like we're going to be able to make a clean getaway. Now, if we want to, while we're here, We can go ahead and hunt this great Jagras that's underneath us. I'm not having as much luck with him this time. Alright, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna put this away and we're gonna hit this flash fly, which is gonna stun him a little bit and keep him from seeing us too well. He got knocked backwards for a second. Oh, right into that. Alright, so that was not our finest moment. Alright, we're gonna go... we need to put our weapon away. Because with him on us like that, we're gonna need to heal. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna see about flashing with that. Oh, looks like we missed him. We managed to get a little bit of healing. Oh, he ate something. Now if we hit his belly a lot, we'll actually be able to cause him to... Oh, looks like we did actually hit him. Our weapon's breaking. So while he's going to run where he's going to go, we're going to take a moment and sharpen. And then once we're done hunting him and we harvest him up, we'll go ahead and probably progress back to Astara and do that. Thankfully, he's heading in a direction I want him to be heading. Away from that big old T-Rex looking thing. And I'm realizing we're passing a bunch of these footprints that we can still use. Alright, so now what we want him to do is we want him to hit this tree. Alright, now that he's hit that tree, he's got himself caught in the mine trap. And he jerked out of range just as I went to go hit him with that. Oh, I thought we were going to be able to get out of the way.
We can use the map to go home whenever you're ready.
Oh, I should have seen it. Oh, that's not good. Alright, so if we're lucky, what's going to happen here is these two are going to get into a turf war, and then they're going to fight each other. So for that, we kind of want to chill out and let that happen. Oh, we got some great Jaggers material lying on the ground that I didn't see. Let's grab that. Oop, Wyvern Tear. That's just a super boost to our... Alright, so it looks like the Great Jaguars has actually taken off out of here. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to follow him.
Good. You're well hidden. Hopefully this does the trick.
Alright, so he's confused. We're going to go back after that Great Jaguars.
Okay, now's your chance. Hurry up before you get noticed again.
And we're going to take off after that Great Jaguars and hope that that engine stays back there where he was at. Alright, now that we got him out here kind of by ourselves, we got that Angenith away from us. Tally-ho! Right into me. But he's hurt, which means he's going to be going to his lair here soon. And that's probably him getting ready to go to his lair here soon. So if we can get ahead of him, we can get on his back maybe. Actually, I think he's going to be turning left here and going straight down that. Oh, nope. Nope, we got lucky. He's actually coming to the cave. Oh, we got on his back. This is very fortunate. So now if we knock him down, we have a chance to kill him out here before he even gets back to his area. Oh, we actually killed him just by being on his back. So that was handy. He was really pretty low if we managed that on his back. Alright, so we'll go ahead and harvest up what we got here. Alright, and that's that. We're going to go ahead and head back to Astara now. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to our map,
and where the scout flies are
world map,
you can also
go back to Astaro, and we're going to the trade yard. Oh, and there's the Angenith in the background. We left just in time. So we got a bunch of different stuff from doing that. Got Great Jaguars level 2. Got Kula Ya rank 1. Our Palico hit level 4. And we are getting pretty decent here. So the first thing that I forgot to do before I took off was do the research, not the limited, but the basic ones that are harvest this, harvest that, hunt this, capture this. As we didn't do that, we didn't get any bonus research points that we could have gotten.
Magnifique.
Alright, thanks for making the campsite safe. We went ahead and got the camp all set up. It's yours to use as you like. And now that I know what you're made of, Fiverr, I hope I can talk you into jobs more often. Okay, so now that we've got that done, the first thing we need to do is actually run up here and talk to, I believe, this guy.
Yes?
Alright, so our monster field guide has been updated for those monsters. Now, as we get research points and that, we can check our monster field guide, and now we know more about the monster. For example, for the Great Jaguars, now we know that his head, belly, and legs are all breakable parts. We also know that he's not very good against any ailments, poison, sleep paralysis, blast, and stun. The only thing that he is immune to is water damage. Granted, right now we're doing straight up damage. We also now know what we can get if we carve it, capture it, and what it has a chance to break when we break pieces to give us. However, for the Kula Ya, we only know what it's weak to. We haven't quite figured out what its drops are yet. We need to research it more, which we will be able to do. Same thing with the Pookie Pookie and the Anjanath. If I had taken the time, we'd have gotten more points towards Anjanath, but I didn't because we're on a kind of time limit with the episodes being in between the way they are. So now we got to talk to the commander. But we're not going to do that just yet. We're going to talk to the provision manager.
Something special just for you. Come back soon.
Alright, now we got a delivery request for a Mega Potion, which we already got. So what we'll go ahead and do is just go into their bits, get the stuff that they have for us. And now we have access to the limited bounties. Alright, so we go to complete deliveries for stuff like turning in the great potions and that, which will give us the diced steak for our food. So we're going to go ahead and just do that now. Alright, now that we can go to bounties and limited, we have clear 3 quests in the specified locale for Ancient Forest, and that'll give us 4 armor spears and 300 research points. If we were able to complete the other 2, we would get some other stuff here, and then we would get gold eggs and gold Wyverian prints, which are, like, I believe they're for melding, and I'll get to melding when we actually get melding. So for right now, we can also manage investigations. Now, investigations allow us to go and hunt specific monsters. So sometimes when you collect the monster tracker materials, breaking monster parts, or slaying them, you get new investigations, which will unlock here. They'll get more difficult, but you have to accept them before we can do anything. And they'll have increased rewards. Like, for example, this hunt has only a 15-minute time limit versus the 50 you would normally have. We can faint 3 times, and it's for hunter rank 2 or higher, and we can have a maximum of 4 players. We'll get 2,340 zenny, and guaranteed at least 3 parts for completing the quest. The Great Jagras quest is also a 15-minute, but we can only faint twice. And it's 1 bronze, 2 silver. Now we have a capture that's a 15-minute time limit with the same bits as the hunt, but it's 2 silver, 1 gold. Now we can only do those 3 times, but the hunt here, we can actually redo this mission 8 times before we actually lose the mission. Now I'm not going to take this, and I tend to keep these clean, so I'm going to remove this quest, and I'm going to remove the hunt the Kula Ya, because we're not really needing to deal with a Kula Ya right now. However, I would like to do this, so we're going to go and hit A, accept the quest. And with that, we'll be able to come over to the quest board, get past the joining quest and that, because we're not doing that. We can go into investigations and actually do this 3 times. And this is outright capture, so we don't want to kill it. We want to make it weak enough to be captured. And they'll give us all the supplies to do so. So that will definitely save for a rainy day. Probably next episode. When we go out, we're gonna hunt that Great Jagras a couple of times, get some parts from it, and a couple of these investigations I will be doing on the side as well for things that I'm trying to make. So, speaking of, we're gonna go ahead and head up to the armory real quick before time's up, and check what the Kula Ya parts can make for us. So we're gonna go ahead and head up to the workshop. Alright, talk to the smithy. And we actually can forge now the Kula Ya armor, which some of it's great, actually pretty good. You get fire resistance built in, critical eye, item prolonger, pro transporter. For the gloves, that's one of the things we want. Now what this does is this will make it so we move faster while transporting and reduces the downtime of on landings, and we're less likely to drop the items that we have. There is going to be an optional quest coming up where we have to carry an herbivore egg to another point. We're not quite at that point, however. But it would be very nice to have this. We'll definitely be doing a couple of Kula Ya hunts while we're trying to get all of our components together. Now that we've unlocked a few other things, we can go into upgrade equipment. And we actually can upgrade our Buster Sword too, to the Jagras Blade 1, which is 528, And then we'll move into the Great Jagger's Blade 2, which we don't have access to yet. And it doesn't look like there's a Kula Ya blade, but I do know that there are Kula Ya weapons. We are going to go ahead and make the Jagger's Blade 1 and equip that, I believe. Because I think that's better overall than the Bone 2 sword that we've been using. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and call it an episode. As always, thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. And if you'd like to see me use a weapon other than the Greatsword, let me know in the comment section, and I'll gladly switch and try something new. If you guys would like me to use a weapon that you either haven't seen, or would like me to use a weapon that you'd like to see because it's a cool, nifty weapon. So with that, thanks again for watching, and you guys have a good day.